हेलो फ्रेंड्स, गुड आफ्टरनून। कैसे हो आप सब लोग? माई सेल्फ चेतन गर्ग, योर मास्टर टीचर एट वेदांतु, राइट? टुडे वी विल बी डिस्कसिंग NTSC दिल्ली मैथ्स पेपर, राइट? द पेपर is of average level, है ना? And you will come to see that this paper is slightly tougher than that of MP and Uttarakhand and even that of Jharkhand, right? But yes, it's easier than that of Haryana and that of Maharashtra, right? So without wasting much of your time, let's start the session, right? So this is the first question. In this, it is saying that if triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle such that the point A is 2 comma 2, right? Let's make an equilateral triangle ABC. Now point A is your 2 comma 2, and the centroid is G basically, right? Let's assume the centroid to be G and its coordinates are minus 2 comma 2, right? Now we need to find the length of the sides. The question is very easy. Just find the distance of AG, that comes out to be 4, right? 2 minus 2 is 0, 2 plus 2 is 4, and from the distance formula you can find this distance, that comes out to be 4, right? Let's draw a perpendicular that will bisect AB. Let's say this point is D. Obviously this angle will be 30 degree, right? Now AD, that will be nothing but AZ cos 30 degree, right? What is AZ? It is 4. Cos 30 is under root 3 by 2. So that comes out to be 2 root 3. And AB, that will be nothing but twice of this. So that should be 4 root 3. So which is the C option, right? So C is the answer for the first part. And ये question बहुत 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 easy था. Second question देखते हैं कैसे. All right. It says that sum of n consecutive odd natural numbers starting from 5 से start करके, और हमें एक फॉर्मूला पता है, सम ऑफ फर्स्ट एन ऑड नेचुरल नंबर्स इज n स्क्वायर. तो अगर हम 1 और 3 भी ऐड कर दें इसमें, स्टार्टिंग, because this was starting from 5, let's say we have also included 1 and 3. Now we will have two more terms, so it will be n plus 2 squared minus, let's subtract 1 and 3, another which is 4. Now that is given to be 60, right? So as you can say, n plus 2 square, that will be 64. So n plus 2, that comes out to be 8, and n comes out to be 6. Now we need to find n square minus n. So that will be 36 minus 6, and that will be 30. So B was the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's see the question number 3rd. The sum of first p odd natural numbers is 100, right? And we know the sum of first p odd natural numbers, that is p square. So that is 100. That will imply that p is nothing but 10, right? And the sum of first q even natural numbers, right? Okay, even natural numbers matlab 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus and so on. These are q terms. So this is you can take 2 common, so it will be 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus and so on q terms. And we know the formula for first q natural number, sum of first q natural numbers. So that will be q into q plus 1 whole upon 2. And the answer is q into q plus 1, right? And this q into q plus 1, this was given to be how much? 90. And 90 we can write it as 9 into 10. So that simply implies that q is nothing but your 9, right? So p is 10 and q is 9. और हमसे क्या पूछा गया? अपने से पूछा गया p plus q. तो that will be 10 plus 9, and that is nothing but 19, right? So answer for the third question is 19. Let's proceed to the next question, which is 4th. It says that x plus 1 by y is 1, y plus 1 by z is 1. Now we need to find the value of z plus 1 by x plus 1. All right. So let's find 1 by x from this equation, right? So x is nothing but 1 minus 1 by y, which is, let's take the LCM. So y minus 1 upon y. So 1 upon x, that will be simply y upon 1 minus y, right? Or you can say it is minus y upon y minus 1. Let's multiply by negative sign on both sides, right? On numerator and denominator. Okay, so this is your 1 by x. Now let's calculate z from this equation, right? So 1 by z, that will be simply 1 minus y. So z will be your what? Z will be your 1 upon 1 minus y, right? I hope this is clear. All right. So now let's add z plus 1 by x plus 1. Let's calculate this. So z is 1 upon 1 minus y plus 1 by x will be minus y upon y minus 1. and plus 1, right? So that comes out to be, let's take the LCM 1 minus y, and that should get cancelled out. हमने कुछ mistake किया, I guess. Okay, x is 1 minus 1, तो okay, that is y upon, here it will be y minus 1. Okay, यहाँ हमने गड़बड़ कर दी. This is x, तो 1 by x will be y upon y minus 1. My bad, right? So it will be minus y upon 1 minus y, right? So minus y upon 1 minus y. Now this is correct, right? Now just let's take the LCM 1 minus y, so it will be 1 minus y plus 1. Let's separate it out. Now these two will get cancelled out, and what we are left with, 1 plus 1, and that comes out to be 2. So C was the correct answer for this question, है ना. हमने यहाँ पे छोटा सा एक कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक कर दिया था पहले भाई. x ये है, जब हमने रेसिप्रोकेट किया तो यहाँ पे हमने गलती से 1 माइनस वाई लिख दिया. इट विल बी y माइनस 1, राइट. ऑलराइट, नाउ लेट्स प्रोसीड टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. ओके, बड़ा सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. वी नो दैट इफ a प्लस बी प्लस सी इज 0, then that will imply that a cube plus b cube plus c cube, that is nothing but 3abc, right? So sorry, let's assume it to be a, this is b, this is c. Now a plus b plus c is 0, ठीक है. तो a cube will be p, b cube will be q, c cube will be r. तो p plus q plus r, that should be 3 times abc, that is p power 1 by 3, q power 1 by 3 and r power 1 by 3, right? Now we have just cubed this thing, है ना. Now if we let's assume cubing both sides, so it will be 27 p q r, right? Which is clearly your C option, ठीक है. तो ये क्वेश्चन भी बहुत इजी था, स्टैंडर्ड आइडेंटिटी पर बेस्ड था. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द 6th क्वेश्चन, ठीक है. A1 A2 A3 up to AN, this is an AP. B1 B2 B3 BN, this is another AP. Such that A1 B1 is 120, A2 B2 is 143, A3 B3 is 154, right? We need to find A8 B8, all right? So A1 B1, okay, A1 B1, this is 15 into 8, which is 120, right? A2 B2, right? This is 143. 143 is nothing but 13 into 11, right? And what is A3 B3? A3 B3 is 154, which is nothing but 11 into 14, right? So even simply by comparing, you can see that A1, A2, A3, this is an AP, है ना. तो A1, A2, A3, this is an AP, and 8, 11, 14, this is another AP. So this is basically your B1, B2, B3, right? Now we need to find A8 into B8, ठीक है. तो यहाँ से simply A8 निकाल लेते हैं. 8 term, 9, 7, 5, 3, 1. This will be the 8th term. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8th term. Similarly, from here you can find the 8th term. 15, 17, 19. Okay. Common difference is 3. All right. Sorry, I have taken the common difference to be 2. It was 3. It is 14 here. So 8, 11, 14. So here it will be 17, 20, 23, 26, 29. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, this is your 8th term, right? So A8 is 1, B8 is 29. So A8 into B8, that will be simply 29, right? So D was the correct answer for this question. All right, let's see question number 7th. This says if a triangle ABX, right? If a triangle ABX, ABC, sorry, AX bisects BC. Okay, so X is the midpoint and AX bisects BC. AX is also the angle bisector of A, all right? So basically this will be perpendicular, that is AB will be equal to AC, because this happens only in isosceles triangle, right? Now if AB is 12, BX is 3, then what is the area of triangle ABC? All right, for area we need the height. So since BX is 3, so XC will also be 3. And what is AX? AX, that will be 12 square minus 3 square under the root, right? The 144 minus 9 under the root, so that comes out to be root 135, which is your 9 into 15. So this is 3 root 15, right? So this is the height. So area will be half into base is 6 into 3 root 15, right? So that comes out to be 9 under root 15 centimeter squared, right? So D was the correct answer for this question. All right, let's see the eighth question. It is saying that if ABCD and PQRS are two squares such that the area of square PQRS is a meter square, then find the, all right, one information was there जो इस diagram में miss out हो गई है. That was actually there in the NTSC paper. This side was given to be 1, this was 3, this was 1, this was 3, this was 1, this was 3, and similarly this was 1, this was 3, right? And ABCD is a square, PQRS is also square by symmetry, right? We need to find the okay, if PQRS has an area of A units, then we need the value of under root 17a. So basically we need to find the area of PQRS. All right, no problem. तो if we get PQ, हमारा काम हो जाएगा, right? तो यहाँ से from this point, let's say this point is your E point, right? From E draw a perpendicular to AS or AP, right? Let's draw a perpendicular. This is perpendicular, this is perpendicular. Let's say this point is F. So we can say that EF is nothing but it is your PQ. And in fact, EF is what? Which is required. So let's assume if this is theta, so this will also be theta. Now we can say EF is nothing but 3 cos theta, right? And let's say this point is G. Now from triangle ABG, you can say that tan theta, that will be 1 upon 4. This is 1, AB is 4, है ना? So tan theta will be 1 upon 4, right? And from tan theta you can calculate cos theta, right? How? Just make a right angle triangle, है ना? This is your 1, this is 4, so that should be under root of 15, right? Am I correct? No, it will be under root of 17, sorry, my bad. Right, this is under root of 17. So cos theta will be simply 4 upon under root of 17, right? So PQ, that is EF, that will be 3 into cos theta, which is 4 upon root 17. So PQ, which is the side of the triangle, that is 12 upon under root of 17, right? Now what is the area? A, that will be side square, so that will be 144 upon 17, right? So what will be 17A? That will be 17 times this, which is 144, and what will be under root of this? That will be under root of 144, which is 12, right? So A was the correct answer for this question. ठीक है, चलो आगे चलते हैं. Let's move to the ninth question. Alright, it is cos square theta plus 2 sin square theta plus 3 cos square theta plus 4 sin square theta and so on. ठीक है, as you can see cos square theta का coefficient क्या है? It is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus and so on. So half of the terms has a coefficient of cos square theta and half of the terms has a coefficient of sin square theta. So this is basically 100 terms, right? Plus we have sin square theta, that will be 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus and so on, again 100 terms, right? So just add, this is sum of first 100 odd natural number square, है ना? So that is n square, it's so 100 square times cos square theta plus, now what is the sin square theta? That is 2 into, let's take 2 common from here, है ना? 2 into 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 100, है ना? 100 terms, है ना? So sum of first 100 natural numbers, that will be 100 into 101 upon 2. This 2 will get cancelled out with this 2. So it is sin squared theta, right? तो अब 100 square cos square theta 100 square sin square theta से multiply होके what it will become? It will become 100 square, है ना? Because cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1. So we can rewrite it as 100 square cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1 plus what we are left with 100. This 101 we can break it as 100 plus 1, right? So 100 square plus 100 sin square theta, right? So this is the left hand side and that is given to be 10050, है ना? So that is given to be 10050. All right, तो यहाँ से what we can say 100 sin square theta, that is nothing but this minus 100 square, so that comes out to be 50, right? Or you can say sin square theta, that is 1 by 2, or that simply implies that sin theta equals to cos theta, which is 1 by root 2, because that happens only when theta is 45 degree. So sin theta is 1 by root 2, cos theta is 1 by root 2. So 3 by root 2 plus 1 by root 2, that will be 4 upon root 2 squared. So that will be simply 16 upon 2 and that comes out to be 8, right? So answer for this part is 8. A is the correct answer, right? Chalo, Let's proceed to the 10th question then. ये कह रहा है if a p meter long wire is cut into two pieces, right? One of which is bent into a circle. एक का हमने सर्कल बना दिया एंड दूसरे वाले पार्ट का हमने स्क्वायर बना दिया जो सर्कल को जस्ट एनक्लोज कर रहा है, राइट? तो इट इज़ अ सर्कल, है ना? एक पार्ट सर्कल बना दिया और एक पार्ट हमने स्क्वायर बना दिया जो इस सर्कल को जस्ट एनक्लोज कर रहा है, राइट? तो इस टाइप का एक स्क्वायर बन गया. ऑलराइट, व्हाट इज द रेडियस इन मीटर ऑफ द सर्कल? सर्कल का अपने को रेडियस चाहिए, इसके रेडियस को r मान लेते हैं, ठीक है? तो स्क्वायर का साइड क्या हो जाएगा 2r, ठीक है? तो व्हाट इज द पेरीमीटर ऑफ स्क्वायर? दैट विल बी 2r into 4, so that is nothing but 8r. What is the circumference of the circle? That will be 2 pi r, and this whole length is nothing but that is equal to our p, है ना? तो we are interested in r, take r common, that will be p upon 8 plus 2 pi, right? So this will be your r, which is in fact C option, ठीक है? तो C was the correct answer for this question. All right, this is figure, this is question 11th. In this it is saying ABCD is a rectangle such that area of triangle AOB, this area is given to be A, all right, and area of AOD is B, COD is this C, okay? We need to find the area of this triangle. All right, no problem. Let's draw a line from O parallel to AB, or you can say CD, and a vertical line, okay, right? So since that was a rectangle, so these will be perpendicular, right? And now AO is a rectangle, so area of this triangle will be equal to this, right? And similarly, let's say, okay, let's name the areas, है ना? In fact, let me just erase this thing and this thing and even this dot, ठीक है? तो अभी let's assume its area is x, so its area will be x. If it is y, it is y. If it is z, it will be z, because these are rectangle and diagonal of a rectangle divides a rectangle into two triangles of equal area. Now if it is w, it is w. So as you can say, sum of AOB plus मतलब area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle COD, that is nothing but x plus y plus z plus w. That is in fact x plus y plus z plus w, है ना? And in fact, if you consider triangle AOD plus triangle COB, that is again your x plus z plus y plus w, and in fact that is again x plus y plus z plus w. So opposite triangles का एरिया सेम है ना? हमसे कौन सा पूछा था? BOC का एरिया. तो ट्राइंगल BOC का एरिया दैट विल बी AOB का एरिया, दिस एरिया प्लस दिस एरिया माइनस दिस एरिया, राइट? तो AOD का एरिया इज B, COD का इज C, AOB का इज A. तो A प्लस C, है ना? A plus C minus your, it will be B, right? So what is this option? This is your D option. So D was the perfect answer for this question. ठीक है? चलो, let's proceed to the next question, 12th. It is saying that in triangle ABC, a semicircle with DE as diameter is drawn. ठीक है? All right, such that BC is your 26 and the radius R in meter. ठीक है? R हमें चाहिए. All right, let's draw a perpendicular from this. Let's draw a perpendicular from this. All right, now if we consider triangle ABC, है ना? Angle A is 75, angle B is 45, so it is 120. So angle C, that should be your 60 degree, right? Now let's say this point is F and this point is G, right? So clearly this DF is capital R and so is FG. FG will also be capital R, which is in fact equal to this radius, right? Now BF, since this angle is 45 degree, so we can say that this BF is also equals to R. And from trigonometry, you can find GC. GC will be nothing but R upon under root of 3. Now what is BC? BC is your BF. BC is nothing but BF plus FG, which is 2R, है ना? Plus your GC. So BF is R, FG is 2R. What is GC? GC is nothing but R upon root 3. And that was given to be 26, right? So 3R plus, in fact, you can take R common. 3 plus 1 upon under root 3 that is equals to 26, right? So r comes out to be 26 times under root 3 into upon, in fact, 3 root 3 plus 1, right? So r is 26 root 3 upon 3 root 3 plus 1. Now just rationalize it. Multiply by 3 root 3 minus 1 and 3 root 3 minus 1. What will be in the denominator? Denominator is what? 27 minus 1, 26. That cancels out with this. So root 3 को multiply कर दो, 3 minus under root 3. So D will be the perfect answer for 12th question, if I'm not wrong, right? Under root 3 into under root 3 is, okay, there it was 3 root 3, my bad, sorry. So it will be 9 minus root 3. Here it was 3 root 3, right? So root 3 into 3 root 3, that is 9 minus root 3. So sorry, B will be the correct answer, right? Chalo, let's proceed to the next question then. All right, if the values of x in the roots of this are complementary, मतलब क्या है, अगर एक एंगल अल्फा है ना, अल्फा इसको सेटिस्फाई कर रहे हैं, तो दूसरा 90 माइनस अल्फा है, राइट? तो इफ वन रूट ऑफ this is sine alpha, then the other will be cos alpha, right? So sum of the roots will be sine alpha plus cos alpha, that is your minus q upon p. And what is the product? That will be sine alpha into cos of alpha, that is nothing but your r upon p. And we know, हमें पता है कि भाई sin square alpha plus cos square alpha 1 होता है, तो let's just square it, है ना? तो squaring it, what we'll get? Sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is 1, plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha, right? And that is q square upon p square. We can substitute the value of sin alpha cos alpha, so that will be 1 plus 2r upon p q square upon p square. Now just multiply the whole equation by p square. We will get p square plus 2pr, that is equals to q square, right? So is there any option? Yes, B seems to be the correct option. Q square is equals to p square plus 2pr. Yes, so B will be the correct answer for this question. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट लेट्स प्रोसीड टू द 14th क्वेश्चन. ये क्या कह रहे हैं? ये कह रहे हैं कि एवरेज एज ऑफ ऑल 100 एम्प्लॉइज इन एन ऑफिस इज 29 ईयर्स. ठीक है, तो सभी एम्प्लॉइज की एवरेज एज 100 एम्प्लॉइज की दैट इज 29 ईयर्स. 2/5 ऑफ द एम्प्लॉइज आर लेडीज. तो कितनी लेडीज हैं? लेडीज हैं 2/5 100 की, है ना? तो दैट विल बी हाउ मच? 40. एंड जेंट्स आर 60, राइट? Okay, the ratio of average age of man to woman is 5:7. So if man has an average age of 5x, then the woman will have 7x. So what is the age contributed by ladies? Total age, that is 40 into 7x, है ना? So that will be 280x. Plus what is the total age contributed by gents? That will be 60 into 5x. So that will be how much? 300x. And sum of these age is the total age contributed by 100 employees, so that will be 29 into 100, so that is 2900. And if you add this, that comes out to be 580x, that is equal to 2900, right? So x comes out to be 5, right? So what we want to find? We want to find the average age of female employees, and that was 7x. So that will be 7 into 5, which is nothing but your 35, right? So B was the correct answer for this question. ठीक है भाई, चलो तो आई होप ये क्वेश्चन क्लियर हो गया होगा. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं, दैट इज योर 15th क्वेश्चन, है ना? सो इट सेज दैट 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C आर इन AP, देन वी नीड टू फाइंड दिस. ओके, ऑल राइट. तो अगर 1 by A, 1 by B, 1 by C AP में, तो 1 by B minus 1 by A, that should be equal to 1 by C minus 1 by B, and that is in fact common difference D, है ना? तो इनके बीच में भी D है, इनके बीच में भी D है, तो that in fact that further implies 1 by C minus 1 by A, that will be your 2D, है ना? अगर हम इन दोनों को ऐड कर देते हैं तो we will get 2D. ठीक है, तो अभी अगर इस क्वेश्चन में if we take let's say B common, तो it will be 1. Okay, let's divide numerator and denominator both by AB. So it will be 1 by B, 1 by A plus 1 by B, and in the denominator we will have 1 by A minus 1 by B, right? Plus let's divide this term, both numerator and denominator, by CB, है ना? So what we will get? 1 by C plus 1 by b whole upon 1 upon c minus 1 upon b, right? Now as you can see, 1 upon a minus 1 upon b, from here we can say it is minus d. 1 upon c minus 1 upon b, from here it will be d, right? So what we will get, 1 upon a plus 1 upon b whole upon minus d, where d is the common difference, right? Plus 1 upon c plus 1 upon b upon d, right? Now if you take the LCM d in the numerator, what we will have, minus 1 upon a minus 1 upon b, right, plus 1 upon c plus 1 upon b. This will get cancelled out. So what we are left with, 1 upon c minus 1 upon a upon d. And what was 1 upon c minus 1 upon a? That was 2d. 2d upon d, that comes out to be 2, right? So b was the perfect answer for this question. ठीक है, चलो let's proceed to the 16th question. ठीक है, the question is saying that as a result of 40% hike in the price of rice per kg, a person is able to purchase 10 kg less rice for rupees 1400. What was the original price of rice per kg? ठीक है, देखो ओरिजिनल प्राइस मान लेते हैं x, ठीक है। अब 40% जब हाइक कर दिया तो न्यू प्राइस विल बी 1.4 टाइम्स x। अब 1400 से वो कितना परचेज कर लेगा, कितना केजी, तो 1400 अपॉन 1.4x, है ना। और पहले कितना कर पा रहा था, 1400 अपॉन x। अब इन दोनों में डिफरेंस कितने केजी का है, दैट इज 10 केजी, राइट। तो दिस इज नथिंग बट, ऑलराइट, अभी कम परचेज कर पा रहा है, पहले ज़्यादा कर पा रहा था, तो दिस माइनस दिस होना चाहिए, राइट। सो हेयर इट विल बी माइनस साइन, हेयर इट विल बी प्लस। सो दिस इज योर 1000, राइट। सो इफ वी टेक x कॉमन, x एलसीएम, तो 1400 माइनस 1000, दैट कम्स आउट टू बी 400 अपॉन x, दैट इज 10, तो x इज योर 40, राइट। सो व्हाट वाज द ओरिजिनल प्राइस ऑफ द राइस, दैट इज 40, सो C वाज द करेक्ट आंसर, ठीक है। तो बहुत इजी सा क्वेश्चन था, एज यू कैन सी, है ना। लेट्स प्रोसीड टू द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन देन। ऑलराइट, 17th क्वेश्चन। अ मैन टेक्स हाफ टाइम इन रोइंग अ सर्टेन डिस्टेंस डाउनस्ट्रीम देन अपस्ट्रीम, ठीक है। तो व्हाट इज द रेशियो ऑफ द स्पीड ऑफ द बोट, स्पीड ऑफ द बोट को b मान लेते हैं इन स्टिल वाटर, टू द स्पीड ऑफ करंट, स्पीड ऑफ करंट को हम c मान लेते हैं, ठीक है। तो जब अपस्ट्रीम जा रहा है तो इट्स इफेक्टिव स्पीड इज b प्लस c, राइट। एंड लेट्स से सर्टेन डिस्टेंस था, उसको हम x मान लेते हैं, तो x अपॉन b प्लस c, ये टाइम लगेगा, विच इज हाफ द टाइम, है ना। दिस इज इनफैक्ट हाफ द टाइम टेकन when it is going upstream जा रहा है, तो नेट स्पीड विल बी बॉट माइनस करंट, राइट। तो दिस इज द रिलेशन, right? So we can solve this, and this x will get cancelled out with this. So what we will have, 2b minus 2c, that is nothing but b plus c. So b comes out to be 3c. So b upon c, that is 3, right? So what will be the ratio? That is 3:1, right? Speed of boat to the speed of current, that will be 3:1, right? Chalo, let's proceed to then 18th question. Okay, this says that the mean of a group of 20 consecutive natural number is m, ठीक है। कोई भी 20 consecutive natural number है, उनका mean is m. What will be the percentage change in the mean when the last 6 consecutive natural numbers are left, ठीक है। लास्ट के 6 नंबर्स हटा देते हैं, तो जो नया मीन है उसमें कितना परसेंटेज चेंज आएगा, राइट। ऑलराइट, तो लेट्स से x से हमारी सीरीज स्टार्ट हो रही थी, तो x प्लस 1, x प्लस 2, एंड हाउ मेनी नंबर्स आर देयर, 20, तो दैट विल बी x प्लस 19 will be the last term, because x से start कर रहे हैं, right? So what is the mean? Let's find the sum. Sum will be 20x plus sum of first 19 natural number, so 19 into 20 upon 2 upon 20, that will be the mean. That is given to be capital M, right? Mean was given to be capital M, right? So let's solve it, है ना। तो x plus 19 by 2 is capital M, so, or you can say 2x plus 19 is your 2 capital M, right? This is a relation, है ना। Now if last 6 numbers are left, है ना, तो how many new numbers are there? Only 14. So our new numbers are x plus 1, x plus 2 till x plus 13, right? So new mean, जो नया mean आएगा वो क्या बन जाएगा, sum of these numbers, so that will be 14x plus n into n plus 1 by 2 whole upon 14, right? Let's assume this mean to be small m. So this comes out to be x plus 13 by 2, that is equals to m, right? Which is nothing but 2x plus 13, that is equals to 2 small m, right? Now what we need to find? We need to find the percentage change. So what is percentage change? Percentage change is m minus small m upon capital M into 100. This is what we need to find, right? So capital, all right, let's say this is, okay, let's find m minus m. Let's subtract these two things, है ना? So we will get 19 minus 13, which is 6. That will be twice of m minus m. So m minus small m is nothing but your 3, right? So 3 upon m into 100, that is 300 upon m percentage. So C will be the correct answer for this question. Okay. All right, let's proceed to the next question then. Okay, if it says x plus k is a common factor of this and this, then the value of k. Okay, let's subtract these two equations, right? Let's subtract these two equations. Okay, so what we will obtain? P minus L times x, right? P minus L times x plus q minus m, that is equals to be 0. So x comes out to be your m minus q upon p minus L, right? Since this is the common factor, but in our question x plus k is the common factor, so x equals to minus k is the value, है ना? So that should be equal to minus k. So we can say that k is nothing but m minus q upon, let's multiply negative with the denominator, that is L minus p, which is in fact your D option. So answer to this part is D. बहुत सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन था, है ना? Just find the common factor and equate it to be equals to minus k. Alright, so last question of this session. The question says that bhai, one box contains 4 cards, 1, 3, 5 and 7, right? And other box contains 4 cards numbered as 2, 4, 6 and 8. One card is drawn from each of the box at random. Then the probability that the product of the numbers so drawn is more than 14. ठीक है, तो सबसे पहले तो सैम्पल स्पेस लिखते हैं. 4 into 4 that is 16, है ना? अब हमें प्रोडक्ट 14 से ज़्यादा चाहिए. तो अगर फर्स्ट कार्ड से 1 आ रहा है तो कोई भी पॉसिबिलिटी नहीं आएगी, बिकॉज 1 मल्टीप्लाई बाय मैक्सिमम ऑफ 8, दैट विल बी 8, दैट इज स्टिल नॉट मोर देन 14. लेट्स से हम सेकेंड कार्ड, फर्स्ट कार्ड से, फर्स्ट बॉक्स से 3 आते हैं, तो सेकंड से व्हाट आर द परमिसिबल वैल्यूज? 6 और 8, है ना? 3,6, 3,8, है ना? दीज आर टू सॉल्यूशन. इफ आई से फर्स्ट से आता है 5, तो परमिसिबल सॉल्यूशंस आर 5,4, 5,6 एंड 5,8. इफ आई से 7 आता है फर्स्ट से, है ना? तो 7 into 2 is 14, but we need more than 14, right? So 7,4 is permissible, 7,5 is permissible, 7,6 is permissible and 7,8 is permissible. So how many ordered pairs are there? 6 to 8, right? So 8 ordered pairs are there, right? So that will be half, right? So the probability should be half. So A is the correct answer for this part. Right, so that was NTSC Delhi paper. I hope you really like the solutions and I hope आपके almost सारे questions correct हुए होंगे. Right, so let's end our session. We will meet you in the next session. Till then, take a very good care of yourself. Thank you. Bye bye.